It's very tiring, it's very heavy, isn't it? But we want to capture the beautiful surrounding of the country as well. To tell people that, hey, you know, you go there. Likewise, when I bring these young people there, it's not just about doing community work and then very heavy go back. There's no good memories. Actually, I bring them to different places. To tour Sri Lanka. After that, I bring them to the wildlife national park to shoot leopards and so forth. Camp in the rainforest. They say, wow, we did not know by helping people we can enjoy in the trip, in the journey as well. So this is very important when you do such project. You have to balance it so that people have a good memories. All right. So Cambodia, we talk about the road project. Project Road is a medical doctor who asked me to Cambodia. He said, Alex, I saw the project that you've done. I do not know how you can help us. Could you come and have a look? So we went to, I went with him to Cambodia, Chiang Rai, and during that time it was monsoon period. Right, the whole place the landscape is flooded. Our 4-wheel drives, we had to park one side and continue with bullock cart for the next 2.5 hours. You know, by the time I realized I'm on a bullock cart and my whole entire body is wet. My gears, I have to hold in my hand because half my body is in the water as the bullock cart went through. And then after I realized, when I go back to my room, I said, wow, what is this? The whole patch on my back is all blue back. And my wallet is all wet. So I said, I came here for 1 day and I struggle with that. They live here for the rest of their life. I think this is how it looks like. You know, I think picture tells 1,000 words. Why am I talking so much? Look at that. This is one of the better one. And so when I go to the village, I ask the people, so what do you want? And the village people came together and discussed, and the head came to me and said, give us a road. If you give us a road, we will be able to walk out poverty ourselves. At the moment I said, wow, brilliant. You know, doesn't mean that you're poor, you cannot think. Doesn't mean that you're poor, you're stupid. No, I think they are fantastic. And I went to the medical doctor and said, hey, you know what, I'm going to help them to build a road. You know, the medical doctor look at me, it's like Joseph Schooling say he want to go and win champion from Olympics. So it's like impossible. You know how much it's going to cost you? This is a 3.7 kilometers road. I said, well, I think I'm not afraid about losing my face. I'm not afraid to fail. Fail is where I didn't try. Let me try. I came back to Singapore. I bring these footage of images, show to CEO, show to restaurant owner, bakeries presidents, and this group of people come together to discuss. I say, seeing the picture is one thing, feeling it yourself is another. Can you spare some time? I plan a day for you, come to Cambodia with me to see it for yourself. So when we go the second time, it is a drought season. Cambodia only have 2 seasons, flooded or drought. Right? So this is the time where the water receipt area is all very low, left only the last part in the center. And there's muddy water. It's so hot, they will take the water on the body, and the water go back, they take the water and drink it. Because the mud can somehow filter for them as well. So if you're thinking about cleanliness and so forth, so the doctor can help them 10 times in terms of how to sanitize your water filtration and so forth, you know. But they all need to do is make one mistake. Just drink one wrong water and it can get them into sickness again. So health is an issue. The village live not longer than 57 years old. Alright, so compare with them, you know. My friend who worked in Singapore PUV, he said, Alex, our water is probably the cleanest in the world. Alright, if anything that's dirt, it's probably the piping along the way. So, and for them, if you look at this contrast, we had to go to the village to help the people, to educate them. You need to boil water in order to drink. They will laugh at you. Say, we have been drinking this water for generations. What do you mean by boiling water? Is it necessary? So you have to convince them. In Cambodia, if you understand about the history, the Pol Pot time, they kill all the people, slaughter millions of people. Today, they dare not trust one another because in those days, they are being betrayed. So if you drive past in a far area, Chiang Rai is about 70 kilometers from Siem Reap, on the roadside. If you stop your vehicle and ask somebody, say, can I bring you to the front? I give you a ride. He will run back into the bushes. He will not trust you. This is what has impacted them. And you must remember, they slaughter all the educated people, right? The smart ones, the doctors and so forth. So you're leaving behind a next generation which no education, no craftsmanship, lost the trade. So this is their disaster, if you understand about it. But they are our neighbors. It's just 2.5 hours away from here. Have you, and everyone here visited Cambodia before? You say, just 2 of them. We should all go tonight. You know, you need to go. I'm very proud about in an Asian country that we have this monument, the EcoWorld. You can walk into a rainforest and then you see a football-sized field Maya Tower. I mean, the football-sized field, I'm not kidding, it's that big. Right? If you were to spot that, and it shock you for the rest of your life, you know. And that things happen. You don't have to go to South America, you go Cambodia. And it's budget airline, so cheap. Why don't you guys just fly this weekend? Go have a look. Right? It's a beautiful country, a wonderful place, and yet there are so many people who needed help. Lane Foundation is there doing water filtration and so forth. They are doing such a great project. You can partnership with them, you can send your staff to work with them and so forth. There's a lot more they can do. Right? This is the red ants. This is a red ant soup that I had that day, you know. But we red ants, you know. The medical doctor said, oh dear, red ants, chop. Then he took out another soup, now more red ants. So that's what happened to him. But we eat this and we say, wow, this is ants. But to them, this is protein. They need this. So that's life, you know. I went to visit the doctor, and this is a school, this is how the school. They don't have a school. I work with people who build school for them, and then they don't require uniform, right? It's like a learning space. But every parent will want to buy a uniform for the children. No matter how poor they are, they try to give the child a white top and a blue bottom. So that touched us as well, and that shows that how much they wanted to learn. Yeah. And guess what? We raise a fund, do the exhibition together with help. Of course, it's not a one-man show. It's with a lot of help from people and Lions Club that motivate together, mobilize all the people to sell rice and so forth with the exhibition. We build the road. Today, the 3.7 kilometers route is done. All right. And the greatest part about this story is the village head came back and said, Alex, you guys did not just help the people, you guys have changed the life of the people. And I said, wow, that's worth it. That will be the greatest story I will ever tell to my friend and to my children. That we have together do something good. How often in our life we are able to save another life. And that's something that we should ask ourselves. The route today, because of this route, children is able to go to school. The teachers is able to send the teacher into the village to teach the kids for night class and so forth. With this road, house move along the road. You know, of course, when we do this kind of project, we are not going there with our city perspective. If we are building a house for them, we must build a house that's sustainable for them, using the local materials. In the tsunami in Sri Lanka, they built double-decker house. These people have never seen a double-decker house before. We should build a kitchen in the land and let them extend it themselves, give them a roof first. Instead of building a double-decker which like they have it and the neighbor doesn't, and then they start to fight over the space. All right, so that's very unfair here and there. You know, we humans is always like that. So, but with a road like this, we go there and say, hey, what kind of road is better? Like our Orchard Road? You know? No, we build a road based on the sand on the side. But most importantly is don't let the road go down, is to build canal on the side. So that they can replenish as and when if the road sunk or whatever, they can cover it themselves. Today the road is still there. In fact, it's wonderful. It's creating a lot of lives going on. So something that we develop can be of longevity, right? So corporate social responsibility, to me, this is how I see it. Like we have a very different, very beautiful overview and wonderful responsibility. But some say, as a corporate, how am I going to participate? I'm a small company. Can I do something? I think there are three things that I think about is really good. You can be a team building. It's a community project that the whole entire company, mobilize the people to work together in a single project, have the same mind in helping the people, right? So you actually build this team, create opportunity for a team to work together on the same mission. And then, life building. We thought we go there to help the life. In fact, we become better people. You know, so I think even by telling our children or kids in the school, you bring them for this kind of project, you don't have to say much. They come back, they become better people. A great story that you'll be proud to share with people around you too. And brand building. You select the project, that will leave a deep impression on your audience. Yeah. So it's good. It helps people that, no, you actually contribute back to society. You're actually doing something well, work on long-term sustainable projects that will help public associate with your brand too, right? Good project allow public to take values to your corporation. That wonderful. How to start a project? Like for example, if I want to distribute 21 tons of rice or whatever, it's going to be a lot of work. But hey, why don't we have 5 people, each of us buy 1 packet of rice, and then we give away. Hey, project done, so easy. Then with 50 people, we do more. So you can start something like that. And then go abroad, giving your staff team a different exposure, right? This is wonderful. And during the trip, you're not talking about work, but you work as a team, you stay together, you talk together. How often do you have that kind of time with the staff team together? No. So this is a wonderful time that you can actually do something of good values, we become better people. Yeah, and keep building up a good team as well.